Speaking to Sky News in 2016, the prince gave an insight into the psychological support he was offered after he returned from Afghanistan, despite his claim in his recent Netflix show that he didn't have a support structure when he returned from tour. Prince Harry discussed the psychological support he received after serving in Afghanistan in a 2016 interview, despite his recent claims in his new Netflix series that he received no help when he returned from his military tour. The Duke of Sussex completed 2 tours of Afghanistan, one from 2007-2008 and a second in 2012-2013, experiences which inspired him to found the Invictus Games in 2014. The tournament allows sick and injured service people to compete for sporting glory, with the 2023 Games set to kick off in Dusseldorf, Germany on September 9. In 2016, while making an appearance at a primary school in Wokingham in Berkshire alongside Invictus Games competitors ahead of the event in Orlando, Florida, Harry explained that the Army does offer a degree of support to those returning from the front line, which appears in stark contrast to what he said in his new Netflix documentary, Heart of Invictus. He said, "The Army put you through a day, 2-day course on the way back through Cyprus, which is crucial to everybody." Harry continued, "You know, I described it to someone ages ago as one of those slideshows that go through your mind. If you've got a good imagination as well, everything that you see, especially if it's something that is quite powerful, then that slide is in there. It's always in there, and if you have dark moments in your life, those slides will pop up. You know, there are images I've been lucky enough not to see, but there have been images that I've been unfortunate to see, nothing like some of these guys, but yes, there is a percentage of me being able to relate to exactly what they go through." His comments appear to contradict what he said in Heart of Invictus, where he claimed he had no support from those around him following his return from serving his final tour of Afghanistan. "There was an unraveling," he said. "The trigger to me was actually returning from Afghanistan. But the stuff that was coming up was from 1997, from the age of 12. Losing my mom at such a young age, the trauma that I had, I was never really aware of. It was never discussed." He claimed he did not have a support structure to help him deal with his mental health struggles, which all came to a head when he returned from the tour in 2012. The Duke said he only realized the trauma of losing his mother, Princess Diana, at the age of 12 when he returned from Afghanistan, as her death was never discussed. As a result, he said he was left with no emotion and was unable to cry or feel. Harry added, "The biggest struggle for me was, no one around me really could help. I didn't have that support structure, that network, or that expert advice to identify what was actually going on with me." His remarks in the Netflix series also appeared to further unravel when a 2017 interview also resurfaced. As he told Brian E. Gordon, Harry credited Prince William and several close friends for persuading him to seek therapy to deal with the impact of his mother's death. He recalled how they had told him, "Look, you really need to deal with this. It is not normal to think that nothing has affected you." Harry also told the Mad World podcast that his mental health struggles were not Afghanistan-related but were due to him processing the death of his mother. Ahead of the 2023 Games, the new Artool documentary Heart of Invictus dropped on Netflix yesterday, August 30, with the 5-part series following the competitors, the organizers, and even Harry himself on the road to Invictus Games The Hague 2020. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the 2020 competition had to be postponed until spring 2022. Harry is an executive producer on the series, and he speaks in the trailer, which dropped earlier this month, about the significance of Invictus for the competitors and their families. He said, "The Games doesn't focus on what causes the injury but really about the recovery and how to be part of a community again." Later on, Harry is pictured meeting competitors and saying everyone is going to struggle at some point.